Alright guys, welcome back. So today we'll be taking a look at the Jada Toys Ultra Street Fighter 2 Blanka. I was highly anticipating this one along with Sagat, and from what I see here, he doesn't seem to disappoint at all. And based on what I've heard, he doesn't disappoint at all. So it'll be interesting to see what they implemented with regards to his big bushy hair and stuff. And also, he's a character known for getting in some low crouches, so it'll be interesting to see what kind of articulation they implemented here. So without further ado, let's crack this package open and see what we get inside. Quickly taking a look at the back of the package here, you can see all the characters I X'd off, the ones that have released so far. So we're taking a look at Blanka today, and I also have Vega on order. So stay tuned for that one. Looking at the side of the package here, you can see country of origin is Brazil, and the fighting style is electricity and feral maneuvers. Alright, so let's take a closer look at Blanka. So zooming right into the details on the face, you can see the eyes, usually always well done on the Jada figures. And in this case, he does have those nice teeth, unlike Ken. I like that there's a lighter colored dry brush on top of the hair, so it isn't just one flat color, which they could have easily done. And the hair is another piece of engineering marvel, I think. Let me just pop this head off. So from the front and everything, it does look like a solid piece, but it actually just is rubber. And it kind of makes you wonder why a lot more companies don't utilize this sort of thing. It's just hollow rubber on the inside, and it's layered. So you have absolutely no problems when it comes to articulating the head. So the hair doesn't get in the way at all, and he can look up as far as his neck would take him. So that is really well done. Another innovative thing that Jada Toys decided to come up with, and I hope more companies follow suit as well. The shading and stuff on him is actually really nicely done, because usually they would have the skin tone and then they would do some lighter tones on the inside, but he has like the reverse. So his skin tone's pretty light, and then there's darker shading in the recesses, which I think works a lot better. Getting down to the chest here, you could actually see lighter dry brushing going on there. Pretty cool. Now his arms are just pretty much a green body, but I would wonder if anybody will ever take this body and like make a super articulated Hulk. That would actually be really cool. And this face does look kind of Hulk-like too if you do resculpt the hair. And the arms, you could see more of that dry brushing going on in the hair there. And you can see the shading going on in the arms. You have some on top there. Some in the muscles right here. Getting down to the pants. They did the tattered edges really nicely. It would have been good to have a little wash going on there, but can't get it all because they already have a wash going on in the pants as well, which is textured like fabric as well. His crotch piece is a little softer than most of the other figures, I think, and that really aids him in getting down in those really crouched poses. Taking a look at the back, you could see more shading going on in the back there. Really nicely done. The wash goes along on the pants as well throughout the back. So that's really good. Getting down to the legs, some more shading going on there as well. The knees are unfortunately a noticeably lighter color, so that might bother some people, but it's not so bad under certain lights. I think it because of the harshness of the white review lights here, it does tend to look a little worse. See more of that hair going down there, and it does have individual sculpts for each side. So that's kind of cool detail. These shackles do have a seem to be brown with a silver dry brush going on top, and those are really nicely sculpted. Taking a look at the nails on the feet, pretty well done. So no complaints on that at all. What paint is on him is actually really well done. Getting right into the articulation on Blanka. His head has a double ball joint, and the neck also has a double ball joint. So together they can look up that far and look down that far. Really nice. You can tilt from side to side, diagonal up, diagonal downs, you name it, and of course rotation. As mentioned, the hair is extremely rubbery and hollow. This allows no hindrance when looking up. The butterfly joints on Blanka don't have the greatest range, I will say. It only allows the arms to go forward about that far, and only allow them to go back about that far. The shoulders do rotate and come up about this high. The bicep does swivel. There's a really good double jointed bend at the elbow there. The wrist does swivel and hinge. There are double ball pegs at the torso and at the hip. So utilizing the torso, you only get forward that much. Utilizing both, can crunch forward quite a bit and also arch back quite a bit. You can tilt from side to side quite a bit. The crotch piece on Blanka is a lot softer than some of the figures that we've had before. So that does allow him to kick forward quite a bit. All this aids him in getting into those low crouching poses. So he kicks forward about that far, kicks back about that far. Jada figures can always do pretty much full on splits. The thigh swivel is hidden up inside the pants. And he does have good range on his double jointed knees. He does have a cut at the shin. His ankles kick forward about this far, kick back about this far, and he does have an ankle rocker. It's unfortunate he does not have any toe hinges like Sagat does, but maybe they designed Blanka first. All in all, even though he doesn't have toe hinges, he still is able to get into some extremely crouched poses, which is ideal for this character. Getting right into his accessories, he does come default in package with two fists. He does come with these two open gesture hands, which could be used for clawing, etc. He does come with an alternate head sculpt, and to apply that, you simply pull off the old one, pop in the new one. Getting right into the details on the head, the eyes painted really well on this one as well. Like how all the teeth, everything is painted very nicely, and even inside the mouth there is painted, if you can see it properly. And the hair is pretty much the same as the other head sculpt, with the ability to flex. This head sculpt does suit him really well, and it'll probably be the one I display him with. Lastly, Blanka comes with these two electricity effects, and you can see both of them go from clear onto the yellow. They are flexible, so you don't have to worry about them snapping or anything. And utilizing all those accessories, you can get them in a really decent electric attack pose, and you can arrange these however you choose to, and that looks really awesome. So for height, Blanka does stand a little less than 7.5 inches tall. Here's how he looks next to McFarlane Nightfall Batman. Here's how he looks next to Jada Toys Mega Man. Here's how he looks next to SHF Daima Goku. Here's how he looks next to Black Series Mando. Here's how he looks next to Marvel Legends Ant-Man. Now we'll get into the Street Fighter comparisons that everybody probably wants to see. Here's how he looks next to Sagat, Ryu, Chun-Li, Bison, Fei Long, Dalsim, Guile, DJ, Kami, and Ken. So all in all, this one is another nice release from Jada Toys. I think it's one of the best ones that they've done. I would certainly recommend this one without hesitation. Unlike Sagat, mine actually has no paint problems, no issues like that. The one thing I would complain about, and it could just be a matter of the order that they created these things in. I would have added some toe joints to Blanka, just like how Sagat does, because I think it would help him get into some better crouching poses, and some of his sprite animations does have a toe bend in there, so it would have definitely helped in achieving some of those poses. But other than that, there really is nothing to complain about here. He's really well done and highly recommend. He was around the same price as Sagat, which is around $37. And I'll put a link to Amazon if I could find one, and you can find that in the description. So nonetheless, hope you all enjoyed this review. Hope this helps anybody who is on the fence about getting this figure. And until next time, you all take care.